and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel today. And this is the second video I'm uploading today. And if you're seeing this whenever it's posted, I'm doing a live stream on YouTube tonight at 11 p.m. UK time, which will be like an hour after this video. And if not, the live stream will still be on my channel, so you can go watch it if you want. It's always fun to just sit and chat and hang out. Okay, someone commented on my last video and said, what is Adam hiding? Because he's wearing sunglasses in all of his videos recently where he's inside. And now, I didn't know that the fucking fashion police were on my ass, but whenever I'm wearing sunglasses, I'm not trying to hide my eyes. I'm not on any substances. It's just incredibly fucking camp to wear sunglasses inside with your outfit that kind of matches. Is anyone else not just getting camp vibes here? And that's what we're all about on this channel. So we're going to be talking about something that is a continuation of yesterday's video, which was incredibly messy and everyone had their opinions on it. And thank you so much for like speaking to me in the comments about it. But basically, Trisha Paytas posted a video yesterday that was talking about the fact that she had this big fall where she fell down a couple stairs. I'm not laughing at the falling down. I wish her the best, but it was just very dramatic. So she fell like 2 steps or something like that, and she made this YouTube story time that, you know, she was really concerned, and, you know, she said that she had bruised her leg, and, you know, she was just really scared, obviously because she's pregnant. And then she goes to show the injury, and there's no injury there at all. Like, she literally is like, you know, it got my knee, and then she shows and there's like, the only thing on her knee is like really bad fake tan. But anyway, a lot of people were believing that this did not happen, like the fall did not happen, and you're probably like, why would Trisha lie about that? The reason that people were kind of clocking Trisha for this, which was the reason that I giggled, is because it's so ironic that Trisha cannot do. Gomez is going to the door. He's going to the door, y'all. Hold on, I don't think you're like believing me whenever I'm filming this. Look, the second I go to film, he runs over to the fucking, Gomez, bastard, get back. Look, and then he just waddles away. So the reason that I have a couple of giggles about this situation is because Trisha, like, can't do anything originally, and that's coming from me, like the least original person ever. She basically very quickly got called out for copying Colleen Ballinger's exact same video that she made whenever she was pregnant, which was, I fell down the stairs, and then in brackets, but I'm okay. That was Trisha's exact title and thumbnail, the exact one Colleen Ballinger had done, and I will link my video at the top of the description on this one so you can go watch the full thing. And I also showed a side-by-side that Trishy Land, the subreddit on Reddit, had posted that basically was the exact story Colleen told, Trisha told, which was, you know, you fell down this couple steps, and then you were throwing up from like the stress of it, and there was just a lot of different points in the story that she had completely copied from Colleen Ballinger's video, and people immediately clocked it. And the reason they were also clocking it on top of that was because Trisha had spoken in the past about how big of a fan she is of Colleen's pregnancy videos. So it's important to note that there were just so many things about this that were immediately called out. And then a lot of people after Trisha posted that video were kind of thinking that a lot of people already don't believe that Trisha's pregnancy is real, and the people that have opinions on that have very strong opinions on it. Like, there's no one that's really in between, because you really can't be in between whether you think someone's lying about their pregnancy or not. So the people that believe that Trisha's lying about her pregnancy, they basically thought that this video was Trisha's way of going down a different route with the pregnancy, to say the least. And the reason people were saying that was because in the video, aside from copying Colleen Ballinger's video completely, Trisha references someone from the Housewives, like the Desperate Housewives. And a lot of people were confused as to why she did this. So then people looked into it further, and the person that she like references fell down the stairs and unfortunately lost her baby. So people were like, it's really weird that Trisha referenced that whenever she had just like fallen down like 1 or 2 steps, whenever, you know, this person had like fallen like a lot. And a lot of people were also just commenting on how, like, I saw a couple of people on Twitter that were telling me that, like, just everything Trisha does is in such bad taste, and it was super triggering. And unfortunately, there were a couple of people who actually commented that said that they had a similar experience with their baby that this person from Desperate Housewives had had. So for Trisha to be almost like not making light about it, but you know what I mean, where she's like, this happened to me, and oh, I don't want, you know, what happened to Desperate Housewives. It was also just Trisha speaking like very negatively about the worst case scenario and what could have happened with her baby. And also in the video, Trisha says that she's made the video updating her subscribers before she knows if the baby is okay. Milo, you good? She also talked about the fact that she filmed the video before she knew if the baby was safe and before she knew if she was safe. So a lot of people were just like, you know, you're preemptively telling us that you're unsure if your baby is safe right now. So anyway, she was going to the doctors the next day. So a lot of people, again, who didn't believe that Trisha's pregnant, were wondering what this next video was going to be, and it actually has just came out now, and it is called "Baby is Okay" in all capitals, update after fall. So because we watched a bit of the first one, which was whenever she had talked about it, I felt that we could watch a bit of this one as well, because it is kind of the update on what she said. And again, this video is 20 minutes long, and it really only is the first 5 minutes or so that she talks about it. So we're gonna get into it now and hear what the update is. I'm glad that Trisha's safe. I'm glad that the baby's safe. That's what I said in my original video. I said above anything else, above any drama, I just hope that the baby was safe and that the pregnancy would continue being okay, because obviously this is a very scary thing for a mother to go through, especially on their first pregnancy. And again, I don't mean any disrespect by any of the things I said for the first maybe 6 minutes of this video, 7 minutes. The only reason I was saying that was because the copying of the Colleen Ballinger video and then Trisha referencing something that happened to someone on the Desperate Housewives where they lost their baby because of what happened with them, which also happened with Trisha, was just an incredibly bad taste. And then saying that you didn't know if your baby was safe because you hadn't gone to the doctors, you hadn't rushed to the doctors. It was just a mixture of a lot of people having a lot of really weird opinions on this. So yesterday was quite the messy one. So anyway, this is Trisha's video. I'm going to be watching it for fair use commentary purposes. It's on her main YouTube channel, Baby is Okay, update after fall. So let's hear what Trisha has to say after going to the doctors today.
Are you balance? Oh, I'm balance. Okay. Hi guys. First of all, thank you for all the support on my video yesterday. Like, honestly, like I said, I wanted to put it out there because you know, I document everything in life, and obviously my pregnancy is like a really big, this is probably the biggest thing in my life, right, that I'll ever do. So I always just wanted to, and I always admire people who like kept it real and talk about everything. And so like I talked about falling while pregnant, and I was like so embarrassed by it, and I couldn't believe I'm not like a clumsy person, and that I fell while I was pregnant. I felt so like careless, and then I felt like I didn't, you know, deserve my baby, and all it just like felt all these emotions. And when I said I Googled to look for comfort, and there was so much comfort in hearing other people's stories on Google. And then the same thing had happened when I shared my story on YouTube. So many people were like, I felt it, just shared just awful.
That is true. Her comments yesterday were filled with mothers saying that it was okay.
Accidents that happened while they're pregnant, and their baby was perfectly fine, and it just was like so reassuring to hear. And like when I was Googling these stories too, and just hearing people with way more, you know, severe falls or accidents, you know, and everything was okay with baby. A lot of you had said, you know, you should go to the doctor right away. And again, my fall was so little, and I felt, and maybe I should have, I guess I was in so much pain. I just wanted to like rest and like not be nauseous, because the pain, I think, made me so nauseous. The pain has been the hardest part, like in my knees and so much.
So this is Trisha kind of addressing the fact that people said that if she was so concerned about the safety of the baby and her, she should have went to the doctor instead of just filming a YouTube video saying that she doesn't know if either of them are safe. So Trisha's way of addressing that is saying that she just wanted to rest all day instead, which isn't actually the truth, because she did film a YouTube video and kind of promote talking about it before she knew if either of them were safe. But this is her way of kind of saying that maybe I should have done that before and not gone to the hospital the next day, and maybe, you know, went to the hospital first, then filmed the YouTube video telling my subscribers about it. It's just kind of like the priority check, I guess.
Today it's so inflamed. I took a lot of your guys' advice for, you know, getting the swelling down and stuff, but it's still in so much pain, and because I always just used pain medication as my crutch and also for recreation, I always just had pain medication, the pain would go away, hence the addiction to feel so good to not feel anything. But now that I'm pregnant, I don't even want to take, you know, Tylenol, like stuff that's okay. You know, I'm so...
Is Tylenol like paracetamol that we have over here, like ibuprofen? Is that what that is? Just like standard pain? Or is that something a bit more? I don't think I've ever heard of Tylenol before. I thought that was a sleeping, like, no? I don't know.
You know, I'm so, I get scared of it, I guess. And so And obviously I'm not taking painkillers while I'm pregnant, but it's just painkillers, pain pills while I'm pregnant because, you know, it's just, so basically what I'm saying is I'm feeling all the pain, and it's like for the first time ever in my life that I felt pain towards anything without some sort of numbing something, anesthesia something. And my nausea has come from the pain because I haven't been nauseous this whole pregnancy. And then I just, you know, started, I vomited now twice since my fall. And I know it's when I put so much pain. Yesterday I laid in bed the whole day, so I didn't have any reaction that way. But this morning I took a shower, you know, I did the whole routine and went out to the doctor's, and I just felt so nauseous again because of pain.
I have a question, and I mean this in like a very like educational point of view, so if people could respectfully answer it. So when Trisha talks about the fact that she would almost like abuse like painkillers, does that mean that whenever she's having the baby, and you know they give you like pain relief, you know, whether that's injection or I feel like I don't know, can you give birth without any sort of relief? Like I know there's an epidural. Would that be classed under like pain relief kind of things? Like would that be something that someone who, like what Trisha's saying here, would opt out of getting, or is that completely different? That's like a genuine question. I would love to know if anyone has the answer to that, or I would assume so. Like, is that something that you would opt out of doing, or is it different because it's like giving birth during pregnancy? Because I know that, for example, like if someone has abused like pain relief drugs like their entire life, and if they get into like an accident, like, you know, normally they'll opt out of getting pain relief in like the hospital. I know that much. But whenever it comes to pregnancy, is this a case where it's different, or the things where they offer in pregnancy is like different than just getting normal pain relief? Like I would genuinely love to know if anyone has the answer towards that. And I would love to know what Trisha's take is on that.
In my body. So first of all, thank you guys for sharing your vulnerable stories and stories that so many people could judge, you know, people who are pregnant for how would you sleep, how would you have it, or even if they're not even in a mean judgy way, but you know, oh my gosh, you gotta be more careful when you're pregnant, you know, all those things, which, you know, it is what it is. But for those sharing their stories, it gave me so much comfort, and hence why I shared my story is like, I was like, you know, this happens, and then so many other people were like, this happened to me too. People falling on their tummies, people falling down flight stairs and accidents, and so I'll tell you what my doctor said today, so we get, you know, doctor's perspective. I'm gonna cover my doctor's name here on the ultrasound, but yeah.
Listen, I'm so glad that she went to the doctors. I mean, I hope in future that this can be like again, I don't want to speak for like the mother, but like I feel like it doesn't take like someone to not to be the mother to know that maybe in future you should go directly to the hospital or your doctor after falling and you're that concerned about it, rather than filming a YouTube video about it and then being like, I'll go to the doctor like another day. You know what I mean?
It's our OBGYN, so we have...
But I would assume she has a different outlook on it now because that did happen.
An ultrasound doctor that shows the more high tech. This is kind of just our, if there's any person from the OBGYN, they just have a little machine to see heartbeat and stuff. So there is...
All right, so there we have the newest ultrasound. So, I mean, I've never been able to read these, but I assume this is the baby. Super cute.
There's the baby. There's baby there. It's a really low quality. It really looks like
super cute. Congratulations.
It was very like you could see everything in the movement. Really
good to hear that the pregnancy's going healthy and going safe. It's great to see an update with the ultrasound and see that it's all going well. You know what I mean?
Well, I posted a vlog of that on my vlog channel. So yeah, so we saw the heartbeat. We heard the heartbeat, and that just was such a relief. So that's first and foremost. So baby is intact, doing well. In fact, when the doctor came in, the first thing I said was, you know, I had a fall, and he wasn't like concerned. I told him what it was, and he's like, you know, baby's pretty indestructible at this stage. As a lot of you have said, you can actually see my placenta, or the baby's placenta, our placenta, right there. And usually when it's like on top, well, it cushions, placenta cushions, but when it's on top, well, this has nothing to do with me falling, but like you really don't feel the baby, because I'm 15 weeks now, and so they said you could start feeling the baby at 16 weeks, usually 18 to 23 weeks, but I'm ready. But then the doctor said, you know, when the placenta's on top, you may have a harder time feeling the baby earlier on. I don't know. Anyways, that's nothing to do with anything, but other than it does, you can kind of just see the baby's like cushioned in there.
All right, so great to hear. I mean, at this stage, like the doctor said, the baby is pretty indestructible. It's very small at this stage and has a lot of protection. That's great to hear. It's great to hear the pregnancy is still going great. It's great to hear that the baby and Trisha are safe. And I guess just after Trisha posting that video yesterday, I mean, it's only gonna lead to confusion and like angst of people waiting to hear if everything is going okay and stuff. And I mean, I hope Trisha learns in future that whenever she posts a video like this, where the last one where she says that she fell and she doesn't know if the baby's safe and stuff like this, like there are repercussions that come with that, with people being scared for you and wanting to know what happens, and that'll also lead to a lot of criticism because you're openly saying you're filming a video before going and finding out if the baby's okay. And there was just, you know, I hope Trisha has like learned to like not do that again, and like to go and speak to the doctor first and not like fear mongle on her YouTube channel. But I would assume that she probably has. I think any sane person would. So muckers, there's the update. There's the update on that. We now know that the baby's safe and the pregnancy's great and all like that. I love you and thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. And I'm not hiding my eyes. I'm just being camp. Slay.